am going to discuss about ratio. A ratio is the comparison of the sizes of two or more quantities of the same kind. Now, with the same kind, we mean we can compare the salary of two persons. Like if one person is earning 5,000 per month and other is earning 7,000 per month, then their ratio of salary is 5:7. But we cannot compare the salary of a person with his weight. For the ratio, the two quantities should be same. Next, the first term of the ratio is called antecedent and the second term of the ratio is called consequent. So here in this ratio, 5 is my antecedent and 7 is my consequent. Suppose I am given with a ratio 3:5. Now I have to convert this ratio such that my antecedent becomes 15. Antecedent means the first term. So 3 here is converted to 15. So I have to multiply consequent also by 5. So consequent will be 5 multiplied by 5, 25. Next important, both the quantities in the ratio should be of same unit. For example, if in the question I have to find the ratio of 200 grams to 2 kg, here the units are different. So first I have to convert both of these in the same unit. I know that 1 kg is equals to 1000 grams. So 2 kgs will be equals to 2000 grams. Now the unit on both the sides are same. So I can find the ratio. Ratio here will be 1:10. Next important, order of ratio is important. I cannot say that 3:5 is same as 5:3. This statement is incorrect. 3:5 is not equals to 5:3. So the order of antecedent and consequent is very important. Next important is inverse of ratio. If I have to find the inverse of a ratio, inverse means the product of the ratio and its inverse should be equals to unity. If the ratio is given as A:B, then its inverse will be B:A. So the inverse of 3:5 will be 5:3. Next is the ratio compounded of two ratios. Suppose I am given with the ratio A:B and C:D. So the compounded ratio will be A multiplied by C, AC, ratio B into D, BD. This is the compounded ratio. Now think, if I have to find the compound of a ratio with itself. So my first ratio will be A:B and the second ratio will also be A:B. A multiplied by A square, ratio B multiplied by B square. Such a ratio is called duplicate ratio. So for the case of A:B, duplicate ratio will be A square ratio B square. Semi-duplicate ratio will be √A ratio √B. Triplicate ratio means A cube ratio B cube. Semi-triplicate ratio will be cube root of A ratio cube root of B. Now next point is very important. If a quantity is increased or decreased in the ratio A:B, then new quantity will be equals to B multiplied by original quantity upon A. So these are some of the very important key points which will be helpful in solving the questions based on ratio. Make a note. Some questions on ratio to make the understanding of the laws more clear. My first question here is, daily earnings of two persons are in the ratio 4:5 and daily expense in the ratio 7:9. If each of them saves rupees 50 per day, find their daily earnings. I know that earning minus savings will be my expense. Now, the ratio of their earning is 4:5. So, I am here assuming that earning of the first person is 4x and earning of the second person is 5x. Both of them is able to save rupees 50. 4x minus 50. So, now earning minus saving will be expense. So these two are the ratio of expense, and the ratio of expense is equals to 7:9. Cross multiply. It will become 36x minus 450 is equals to 35x minus 350. 36x minus 35x is equals to 450 minus 350. So value of my x is 100 rupees. I have to find their daily earnings, and I have assumed the earning of first person to be 4x. So earning of first person will be 4 into 100, 400 rupees. Earning of second person was 5x. So for the second, it will be 5 into 100, 500 rupees. So earning of the two persons is 400 and 500. My next question is, divide 150 in the ratio 7:8. So I am assuming here that my first part is 7x. Then my second part will be 8x. Combining, it will be 150. So 7x plus 8x equals to 150. 15x equals to 150. My value of x will be 10. So first will be 7 into 10, 70. And other part will be 8 into 10, 80. So this is how we will be able to divide a given term in the given ratio. Next question is, two numbers are in the ratio 2:3. So I am here assuming that let my first number is 2x and second number is 3x. If 4 is subtracted from each, subtract 4 from the first number and subtract 4 from the second number. They will become in the ratio 3:5. On subtracting 4, their ratio will change to 3:5. Cross multiply. 5 into 2, 10x. 5 into 4, 20. 3 into 3, 9x. And 3 4s are 12. So value of x will be 8. So first number will be 2x. So it will be 2 multiplied by 8, 16. Second number is 3x. 3 multiplied by 8, 24. Let's move to our next question. Find the number which when subtracted from terms in the ratio 19:31. I know that my given terms are in the ratio 19:31. When a known number is subtracted from these, let's say x is subtracted from these, their ratio will now become 1:4. And I have to find the number, this unknown number x. Cross multiply. 4 multiplied by 19 minus x is equals to 31 minus x. It will become 76 minus 4x is equals to 31 minus x. 4x minus x is equals to 76 minus 31. 3x is equals to 45. So my value of x will be 45 upon 3, that is 15. So 15 when subtracted from two given numbers in the ratio 19:31, their ratio will reduce to 1:4. My next question here is the ratio of number of boys to number of girls in a school is 3:5. So it is given there that number of ratio of boys to girls is 3:5. From here, the total ratio is 3 plus 5, 8. If the total number of students is 720, now first I am going to find the number of boys and number of girls. So I can write boys upon total student is 720. So ratio of boys to total will be 3:8. From here, the number of boys will be equals to 3 upon 8 multiplied by 720, which is equals to 270. Number of girls to total students will be 5:8. So number of girls will be equals to 5 upon 8 multiplied by 720, which is 450. Now in the question, it is given that if 18 new girls are admitted. So previously I have 450 girls. Now 18 new girls are admitted. So number of girls now is 450 plus 18, which is 468. How many boys should be admitted? Let us suppose that let X boys should be admitted. So now my number of boys will change to 270 plus X, so that the ratio of boys to girls will become 2:3. So now the new ratio of number of boys to number of girls is 2:3. Cross multiply. It will become 270 into 3, 810 plus 3x is equals to 2 multiplied by 468. Now the value of x will be 3x equals to 936 minus 810. 3x is equals to 126. So value of my x here will be 42. If 42 new boys are also admitted, then the ratio of boys to girls will change to 2:3 from 3:5. My next question is the ratio compounded. Now, the ratio compounded means I have to first multiply the antecedent or first terms, ratio multiplication of all the second terms. If I have to find the compounded ratio of 3:5 and 5:4, multiply first terms, 3 into 5, 15, 5 into 4, 20. So here I have to find the compounded ratio, means I have to multiply all the first terms and all the second terms. So let's start doing this. Duplicate ratio of 4:5. Now what do you mean by duplicate ratio? Duplicate means the squares of these numbers. Square of 4 will be 16. Square of 5 will be 25. Next, triplicate ratio of 1:3. Triplicate means I have to cube. Cube of 1 will be 1 and cube of 3 will be 27. Subduplicate. What do you mean by subduplicate? Square root. Square root of 81 will be 9. Square root of 256 will be 16. Subtriplicate. Subtriplicate means cube root. So first find the cube root of 125 and cube root of 512. Cube root of 125 will be 5 and cube root of 512 will be 8. Compounded ratio means I have to multiply all the antecedent and consequent terms. So let's multiply these. So result will be 1:5 3s are 15. 15 multiplied by 8, 120. So the compounded ratio will be 1:120. Next question is, if P is to Q is 2:3 and X is to Y is 4:5. Find Px, Qy. In the question, the terms are Px and Qy. So first, I am going to find the compounded ratio. Compounded ratio will become P into X. Px, Q into Y. Qy equals to 2 into 4, 8, 3 into 5, 15. So from here, can I write Px is equals to 8 upon 15 Qy? So in the place of Px, I can write 8 upon 15 Qy. Now in the question, it is 5 Px plus 3 Qy ratio 10 Px plus 4 Qy. In the place of Px, I am going to write 8 upon 15 Qy. So it will become 8 upon 15 Qy plus 3 Qy ratio 8 upon 15 Qy plus 4 Qy. 5 3s are 5 2s are 5 3s are. So it will become 17 upon 3 Qy ratio 28 upon 3 Qy. 3 on the both sides cancel out. Qy on both sides. So my resultant ratio is 17:28. The ratio of 5px plus 3qy ratio 10px plus 4qy is 17:28. Let's solve some more questions to make your concept more clear. The next question is, if P ratio Q is the subduplicate ratio of P minus x square ratio Q minus x square. Now first thing, subduplicate. Subduplicate means under root. So square root of P minus x square upon square root of Q minus x square is equals to P ratio Q. Now squaring both the sides. It will become P minus x square upon Q minus x square is equals to P square upon Q square. Next, cross multiply. Q square into P minus x square is equals to P square multiplied by Q minus x square. Solving this, it will become Q square P minus Q square x square is equals to P square Q minus P square x square. Now I am shifting this term here. It will become p square x square minus q square x square is equals to p square q minus q square p. I have just changed the orders so that the x square terms are together. Now take x square common. P square minus q square into x square. From here I am taking pq common. So it will become p minus q. So value of x square will be pq upon p minus q. Now p square minus q square can be written as p plus q into p minus q. Cancel out. So value of my x square is pq upon p plus q. My next question is, the ratio of prices of two houses was 16:23. So I am here assuming that price of first house is 16x and price of second house is 23x. 2 years later, when the price of first was increased by 10%, so 10% of 16x will be 1.6x and second by 477. So first house price was increased by 10% and the price of second house was increased by 477. The new ratio is 11:20. So solving this, 16 plus 1.6x will become 17.6x. Multiply by 20 is equals to 11 multiplied by 23x plus 477. So here 17.6 into 20 will be 352x minus 11 into 23x, 253x is equals to 11 into 477. So from here the value will be 99x is equals to 5247. So value of x will be 5247 upon 99, which will be equals to 53. Now I have to find the original price of the house, and I have assumed here that price of first house is 16x. So 16 multiplied by 53. 16 multiplied by 53 will be 848 rupees. And I have assumed the price of second house to be 23x. So 23 multiplied by 53, which will be equals to 1219 rupees. So this is how we are going to solve the questions using ratio.